Hello, Coach. Welcome to Underdog Hoops. So, in this video, we are going to be discussing the top 5 youth basketball offenses that you can run with your team. And these are offenses that I run with my teams. First and foremost, we have the circle motion offense. This offense can be run against a 2-3 zone, and the objective for most 2-3 zones is to get it to the middle, which this zone is no different. We're going to try to get the ball to the middle of the floor. So here's how it goes. We're going to have the 1 pass to the 2. The 1 is then going to go to the opposite wing. The 4 flashes up. The 2 goes to the middle. The 4 will then pass to the 1, and we'll do the same action. 4 goes away. 3 comes up, 2 flashes middle. It's the same action over and over. The 5 will just go block to block. We're looking to get the ball to the middle as quick as possible, and this is how we're going to do that. If there is an action where the ball is going to be skipped from, let's say, the 4 to the 3 here, then that is the only time that you rotate without passing the ball coming from the top. On every pass that you make in this offense, if it is done by the guy up top, everyone rotates. The only other option, I did not put it in here, but it is an option, is if the 1 here were to skip to the 2, then you would rotate. The 1 would then flash in, okay, and everyone would rotate. So it is important to teach that and teach the fundamentals of this offense. If you rotate the ball quick enough, you are going to get good looks in this offense. If you don't, you must penetrate, okay? If you don't do any of that, you're going to have a hard time in this offense. All right. So the next one is, I like to call this one Zona. Okay, so this is a great continuity offense that you can run with your team. It's very straightforward and easy for, I would say, a high school team or maybe even a junior high team to run this offense. The most important thing that you got to teach in this offense is setting good screens, being patient. You need to make sure that they are not going too quick off these screens, because you don't want them to get illegal screens. So here's what the Zona offense looks like. So we're going to have the 5 and the 4 down screen here. We're going to have the 2 and the 3 pop up. What's going to happen is the 4 and the 5 will pop up. 1 will pick a direction. He chose the 2. The 1 will go to the opposite corner. We're going to look for the screen and roll here. If that's not there, pass to the 5. We're going to have them fill back to their spots. The 3 then will cut through, maybe try to get a layup there. If not there, 5 passes to the 1. The 1 will come off the screen from the 5. We're going to try to get a shot here, but if nothing happens, we just continue to run this offense. And what's most important is you guys can run this offense as long as you want. If the 1 did not have anything here, he could have easily passed to the 4. and then we just run the same thing over and over, okay? The 2 would then cut. It's important to notice the timing. The 4, when the 4 receives the ball, the 2 will then cut through. It doesn't happen any sooner or any later than that. Once the 4 receives the ball, this guy's got to be out of there and get going. The 4 will then pass to the 3, and the 3 will come off the 4 screen. So we'll kind of look at it again. I'll let you guys look at it as I am kind of explaining the different options of this offense. So you're going to have different options. You can run this into a dribble entry kind of set where you push the 2 to the corner, and I'll actually show you guys that right now. So instead of the 1 passing to the 2 right away, you're going to have, it's going to be set like this. You can have the 1 dribble at someone. That's signaling to whoever he's dribbling at to cut to the opposite corner. So if it's the 2 is going to cut to the opposite corner. And then the 2 goes to the corner. 1 will then come off the 4 screen. Okay, he'll dribble down to where the 2 was and then come off the 1 or the 4 screen. So that's an option. Okay, there's a few other options out of this. I'm just going to go over that one. So very simplistic offense. Gonzaga runs this offense. They've run it in the past. So it's a good offense for a high school team, a junior high team that can understand the fundamentals of the screening. A lot of people don't understand, the screening and being set, and most kids will leave or with the ball and get their guy an offensive foul because they want to go so quick. So it's important to teach them patience when they catch the ball. Wait for that screen. Jab step, fake, do what they want, do whatever they want or you want to teach them. But slow them down. Try to get them to slow down, because that's the biggest hindering of this offense not doing well. Okay, this one is a lot like Zona, but it's called Duke, and it's a 2-3 zone offense with some tweaks. So here in this offense, we're going to be trying, it's going to be set up with them at the blocks instead of up here. The 1 will pass to the 3, 1 goes to the corner. We're going to try and penetrate. The 2 kicks to the 1, the 2 cuts through. We're going to look for a screen here. As that happens, dribbling up, and we want to roll, see if that's there. If it's not, no worries. We're trying to get the 3 here. The 5 will then set a screen. We're going to try to penetrate the zone. The object is to penetrate the zone, get to the middle of the floor. This offense works really well if you are moving the basketball. If you can get the basketball into the corner and get them to set the screens on these top guys and get them out of position, the quicker you move the ball, the quicker you're going to get them out of position. So that's crucial to run this offense. The zone characters that I have may not be depicting of where they're going to be. I'm just telling you where I think that they'll be. Okay, if you think that they'll be somewhere else, so be it. I don't care. But this offense is great for getting to the middle of the floor. If they're leaving you a huge gap here, you got to attack that gap. Attack the gap, because if you do that, you kill the zone. So with that, I'm going to go to our next offense, which is against a 1-3-1. So our 1-3-1 offense is one of the most fundamentally easy offenses you can run in basketball. It's so simple that you can have your middle school and lower level teams run this offense and you will be fine. The important thing to note in this offense is that it's against a 1-3-1 or a 3-2 offense, so an odd man front. If there's an odd man front, you want to make sure that you overload some of their players, okay? So the object in this game, in the 3-2, the 1-3-1, all that, is we want to get the ball to the corner. Okay, if they're going to trap right away, this guy has to flash. The 2 has to flash. If it goes back to the 1 will then pass to the 2, possibly, if it's not stolen. Okay, the 4 then looks for the 1. We're looking for cross courts. Okay, but we're looking for cross court penetration and kick. Penetration, kick. This is one of the things that I have to teach my players every year, is that you guys have to penetrate through this offense. So if it's a 1-3-1, you're trying to gap it. You're trying to push your defender and kind of force him to come in a little bit, and then you're going to attack and you're going to pass. Right when you attack, you got to pass. So it's ball movement. I tell them it's like a hot potato. You have to be constantly moving the ball in this offense. If you do that, you win this offense. Okay, you need to make sure that you are going through this offense. So again, if they pass to the 3, 1 gets it right back, 1 passes to the 2, the 3 will go here. We're looking for the 3. We want to hit the 3 if we can. If the ball goes to the corner, this opposite guy over here flashes to the middle. And this is what we're looking for. The whole time, this offense will work if you run it effectively. The important thing to note, you need to dribble a little bit through this offense, but you also need to understand that dribbling can also be hindering you if you do it too much in this offense. So it's important to tell your players to only dribble like 1 or 2 times. You'll only need 2 dribbles max to penetrate a zone in the half court. Ball movement, ball fake, that's all important in this offense. Our final offense that I am this is probably one of my favorite offenses to run, is the circle motion offense. So the circle motion offense has been around for a while. Many coaches do run this, and I run it too. So I've run it for the last year, and it's probably one of my favorite offenses because you can get so much movement in this offense. So it's a man offense, and basically what we're going to have here is you have designated cutters. So you have a down screener here, you have your butt cutters, and you have your long cutters. Okay, the butt cutter comes off the screen of the 5. The long cutter is making a long cut. That's why they get their names. Then the 3, 2 passes to 3. Okay, we're looking for a backdoor possibly. So it's important to look at these options and see where they fall, because not everyone is going to have the same actions to an offense. It's important to understand that everyone will play you differently. So it's important to see, like, there's a flare. You need to know when to flare, when to curl, and when to backdoor. So those are the 3 main cuts that you can make in this offense to be effective. And very, very simple offense to begin with. The action at the beginning is the most important. So we're setting the down screen here. The 1 will come off that, and we got the long cutter coming off that. So this is a decoy, the butt cutter. Okay, if we can get it, we can get it. But it is not the objective of the offense. We want to get that. That's the little decoy at the beginning. We can get different actions out of this offense, though. This I would say, is our main action, though. The 5 sets the screen. The 1 will come off. We'll try to get that. No big deal if you don't. The 3 comes off that. We pass there. Okay, we're going to pass to the 3 here. Okay, then they're going to pass to the 5. Then the 3 will set the screen. It's the same thing over and over. It's just different actions that I'm showing you guys. And this offense is one of my favorites because it allows your team to be constantly moving. And that is something that a lot of teams struggle with. So if you can get them to move and move quickly, you're going to be successful in this offense. That's the most important thing in basketball, in everything, is to move quickly, and you'll get open shots if you are putting the correct amount of effort in to the offense. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys on the next video.